This is why victim mentality is bullshit. You want to choose the rest of your life? This is how you do it. I was subjected to abuse every day for 18 years. Most of it was sexual and physical by religious presenting liars. I didn't become a drug addict. I also didn't start kidnapping children like my abusers did. I also didn't go to jail. Let's tell you how. My name is Danny, known as Real Not Perfect. Welcome to my channel. I don't have a lot of time to film this video at all. That's kind of the same for all of my videos, so thanks for being here. First off, an abuser's abuse towards you, whoever that person is, it's not about you in the least, it's about them. Take yourself out of the equation, they're still an abuser. Soon as you understand that, it becomes so easy, or at least much easier than it was. Do you know how many things were completely not in my favor and I still won? Your obstacle is your superpower. How do you know you're powerful if there's no evidence of something you overcame and you won? If you don't see it now, you're stuck in victim mentality, then at the very least, keep going until your obstacle breaks itself, because it will. Unless you do what I did and you break it first. 2. Fuck your victim mentality. I'm gonna say that again. Fuck your victim mentality. I read a lot of books when I was younger. One of them spoke about how what you want and what you feel are completely separate, totally different things. In the context of any abuse and most situations, when you ask yourself mentally what you want, you are subconsciously asking yourself, what do you feel like getting? What do you feel like doing? I repeat, feel. When what you feel is tainted by an abuser, stop asking yourself what you are feeling, how you are feeling. You want to get out, you want to survive, you want to live, step the fuck out of victim mentality. Realize what you want will not come on its own. You have 2 choices in life. Blame everyone around you or do something. Do you need that stated? In other words, you whine and squeal like pigs do when they bitch blindly to their own behavior. You know who you are, or you become a responsible adult who doesn't need minions and targets. Eat that, mother chucker. 3. Main point of the video. A person telling you you are insert number of words here. Sure, if repeated enough times, you can start to believe it, but until you act in accordance with those fabricated prescriptions, they have nothing on you. Nothing on you. If you would like that stated in other words, do you see this thin sheet of Kleenex? See, this is like their opinion. It's not really pricey at all. If you do pay for one, it's probably not an amount I'll even bother to calculate. It tears easily because it has no backbone at all, and it's really great for wiping your butt. Wiping your butt. I'm lying. This torn sheet of Kleenex is worth more than their opinion. Please read the overwords and subscribe not to my channel, but to my Precly. My email is in the About section of my channel, so I can survive college. You can learn to speak more confidently. I can survive college. I'm not even gonna lie about that. Did you let your past define you? Did you let some lies define you? That is your choice. Point number 4, because I only have so much time to record these things. Whether you love someone or not, they will not stay with you forever. I can wake up tomorrow and anyone can leave me. Whether you despise something or someone, that thing cannot stay with you forever. Here is what I learned. In a severely sexually abusing and gaslighting household of abusive liars, criminals, they want you attached because they fear you leaving them. Because if the thing they abuse leaves, they have 0 power over anything. Abusers like having a scapegoat because that's all they will ever be. A victim who tries to blame everything else instead of accomplishing anything for themselves. Leave. Point number 5, and this appears in my book over and over again if you read it. Yes, they can hurt you, especially while you're young, they can hurt you. I know this. I am not saying don't have feelings, because you should have feelings. It means you know what they are doing is not acceptable. Once they even remotely attempt to tell you you are dramatic because they abused you, and your feelings cannot be valid, and you should just submit to their extremely broken, abusive way of thinking, and let them do what they are doing to you. When those feelings are a result of knowing that the way you are being treated is completely objectively wrong and unacceptable, and it's abuse from adults and you are a child, any young person watching my video, throw their words to the ground. Come here, call me a 300-pound obese person to my face. That's not gonna do none, because none of that is an objective fact. That quote-unquote you are being dramatic gaslighting, direct quote by the way, is their fear, because you know who they truly are. Their fear of you knowing and having seen their behavior, because they already proved their behavior. They already proved who they are. They already showed you what they're made of. The excuse of there is too much drama is a narcissist's gaslighting attempt to cover their own bullshit. That's their fear of you knowing what's right and what is objectively not a fact. End of chapter. An older adult who has no issues will not abuse a child, nor gaslight anyone within their circle. Step out of that circle and go far away. Let them be miserable permanently on their own. They cannot damage you constantly forever. Mental strength is your best friend. Get a hold of yourself now, because without you knowing, if you take 0 actions, your mind will be exactly like theirs, because that is exactly their goal. I saw this happen to at least 2 people who were not born as abusive narcissists, but they spent too much time with abusive narcissists. These 2 people did not extricate themselves out of the situation. They did not set these steps. They did not take any steps to prepare, plan, and create an exit strategy in any way, shape, or form, any plan to improve their lives, period. And lo and behold, that is exactly what they became. Is it a tragedy? Yes and no. Because you make choices. Every day you make choices. I say that all the time because you need to be reminded. Don't bother trying to get empathy because they do not have any. That is how abusive narcissists are. They do not have that component in their brains. Don't bother trying to expect anything better. They do not have better. They simply do not have better. It's not in their system. I knew a person who died at 12. I knew a person who died at 16. I knew a person who died at 14. I knew a person who died at 9. You don't know when you die. Are you going to take action or not? Look at you. You don't even know when your time is up. And you're not even being the person you want to be. Get a hold of yourself. If you can afford to be lazy, then you're just privileged. People who need to survive don't slack off. You got a choice, my friend. You listen to a bunch of lies and whine forever, or you listen to the truth. Listen to yourself. You stick to objective truth, facts, and you stick to reality. You get rid of sick, abusive liars, and you make choices for you, not for an intricately fabricated lie. Designed, and I repeat, designed to hide abusers. Take the steps that you need to take. Step out of that circle of pure poison and go far, far away from those individuals who are nothing but criminals and abusers. You want to live with toxic people for the rest of your life? That is your choice. You take the steps that you need to take, and before you know it, you are living your best possible life. And they have no control over you. Have a great day. Tell the truth, and remember, stay real, not perfect.